Greek civilization. The greatest, most creative, most significant civilization ever in human history. The Greeks created Western civilization. So let's think about how incredible the Greeks were. If you look at literature, the Greeks basically created literature with Homer. Homer wrote 2 books called the Iliad and the Odyssey. And he wrote these books about 3,000 years ago. Now, last year, I taught the great books to the students, and we read many books. And by far, their favorite book was the Iliad. Okay? So think about this, how a Greek writer writing 3,000 years ago for a Greek audience, his book still resonates, still impresses students in China today. So that's Homer. Then you have Plato, philosophy, Plato. And even today, there are many who consider Plato the greatest philosopher who ever lived. There are many people who read The Republic by Plato, and they say it transforms their lives. Okay? It makes them think very differently about the world. Then you have, in history, a man named Thucydides. If you are a military leader today, you read Thucydides. There are still many generals today in America, in Russia, in Europe, who believe reading Thucydides will help them win wars. So not only did the Greeks create civilization, but their works, their books, are still widely read today and considered amazing. So now the question I have is, how did this happen? How were the Greeks able to create humanity's greatest civilization in really about 200 years, okay? They really were not dominant for a long time. They really created all these works in about 200 years altogether. So how is this possible? In about 1200 BCE, Greece was united in a place called Mycenaean Greece. So basically the Mycenaeans controlled Greece, and Greece was a monarchy. And it was no different from any other place in the world. At this point, 1200 BCE, the world was basically the same. And then this society collapsed because of the Bronze Age collapse. And 3 things happened, okay? First of all, centralization. The idea that you had a unified society, it went away. Okay? So Greece became chaotic and decentralized. That's the first thing that happened. Second thing that happened is Greece became illiterate. So the Greeks lost the ability to read and write. And we call this the Dark Ages. So from about 1,000 to about 600 BCE. But for 400 years, the Greeks basically lost the ability to read and write. And we call this the Dark Ages because we don't have any books or writing from that period. It's completely dark to us. So the second thing that happened, the Greeks became illiterate. The third thing that happened is the Greeks became poor. Okay, so before the Greeks traded with the world, it was very prosperous. And then because of the Bronze Age collapse, it started to become more isolated and became a lot poorer. So these are the 3 major consequences of the Bronze Age collapse in Greece. It became decentralized, it became illiterate, it became poor. And the amazing thing is, it's because of these 3 things that Greece became the most creative civilization in the world. Okay? So remember this. It is because of the destruction of old Greece. It's because Greece became chaotic, illiterate, and poor that Greece eventually became the greatest civilization in the world. Okay? So let me explain how this happened. So there are 3 major reasons why Greek civilization became dominant. The first reason is the polis. The polis, it's hard for us to translate it. We usually translate it as city-state, a city-state. And this is where we get the word politics. But really, what it means is community. And the idea of the polis is a community of people who discuss politics together, how to best run the town. And because of this chaos, there were thousands of policies around Greece of about 1,000 people each, okay? So it's a very small community. And this became the main political structure of Greek society, okay? So the polis is one factor. Second factor that happened is the alphabet. So after the Greeks became illiterate, they had to relearn literacy, okay? They had to relearn how to read and write. In the process, they adopted a new writing system called the alphabet, okay? Which forever transformed their society. The last thing is Homer. Homer was a poet who introduced to the Greeks a new way of imagining the world. So these are the 3 major factors that led to the rise of Greek civilization. And if you look at each factor, okay, so the polis was a political revolution. It's forever transformed society, okay? The alphabet was a language revolution. It forever transformed the way people communicated with each other. And Homer was really an intellectual revolution. It forever transformed how Greeks saw and imagine the world around them.